Hello everybody, my name is Erin Neff and I am a senior neuroscience and psychology major, and I would like to introduce my partner.
Hi, my name is Ellen Kosaczewski. I am a senior neuroscience and psychology major.
Ellen and I are specifically interested in how concussions in adolescents impact emotion regulation and attention to emotional stimuli. However, as we started researching databases of images to use in our study to be explained in a moment, we started to realize that parents would remove their child from the study due to images of gore and death. Additionally, those databases were rated on emotion by adults and not children. Literature has also cited that adults have more worldly knowledge than a child might. So to show a child images like a swastika, they might not feel the same negative emotions that adult may. Because we would be studying a clinical population where numbers for sample sizes aren't as great, we wanted to mitigate the risk that parents would remove their child from the study. Thus, when we were creating our database and our first part of our study that Ellen will be talking about in a second, we decided to go with animals, as animals don't require the worldly knowledge to elicit a certain emotion as images like a swastika might.
The aim of our first study was to establish a parental-approved, developmentally appropriate set of images for children from the ages of 7 to 17. This dataset was then going to be used in study 2. Parent and child pairs completed this portion of the study. The pairs consisted of any one parent or guardian and 1 or 2 children. We utilized 221 images from the NAPS database and the 9-point SAMS mannequin scale to rate the images on valence and arousal. Valence refers to the positive or negative feeling that the image incites, and arousal pertains to how calm or excited the image makes the person feel. The valence scale varied from very unhappy to very happy, and the arousal scale went from very calm to very excited. The fish image below is an example of the animal image that they would have seen. Below it is the scales that the children used to rate each image. First, everyone consented or assented accordingly. Then the parents would answer yes or no to the question, would you allow your child to view this image? For 220 of the animal pictures, the parents were instructed to keep in mind that this would have been for research purposes. If they had 2 children completing the study, they would rate the image for both children at the same time. The first child would then rate 100 of the approved images. If 2 children were participating, the second child completed the portion after the first child did all of their ratings. Then they were debriefed and compensated. We applied exclusion criteria to the data. Each image had to have at least 8 ratings from the kids, and 96% of parents had to agree to letting their child view this image. Out of the 220 images, 80 total images were retained. None of these images had a negative valence rating. Therefore, we utilized the 30 lowest rated neutral images and the 30 highest rated positive images for the next study. The graph shows the average ratings for neutral images and the average ratings for positive images of the 60 images that were used in study 2.
After applying the 128 electrode net onto the child's head, we instructed the child to passively view 2 blocks with the same 60 images from study 1 with the presentation times outlined in the figure seen at the top of study 2. Our preliminary results do express an elicited LPP. However, our condition differences between neutral and positive images were inconclusive. However, this is most likely due to a small sample size of 5 children. Future studies will hopefully expand the sample size and be able to elicit a significant difference between the positive and the neutral conditions. If you have any questions about this study, please feel free to email either myself or Ellen. Our emails are at the bottom of our poster. Thank you.